Hello, it is a dark episode for October the 22nd, 2025. And our little Havanese, Theo, was downstairs this afternoon. I was at work, and Ja had, let them out. They had to pee before they could come in and visit Grandma and get their cookies. And Theo got let out again while he was inside afterwards, because he usually does, which, did. Maybe he went to the washroom there. We don't know. But then he came back inside, was on Jackie's carpet, and did a little pelvic tilt and pissed on the carpet. And, Ja, yelled at him and, was patting and just hey, what are you doing? And, he's just wagging his tail. It's just like, fuck, little freaking twerp. That is Jackie's pride and joy carpet, and much less just like, what the fuck are you doing? Peeing inside, like feet, very few feet from Jackie and Ja. It's like, oh my God. If I was there, I would have fucking throttled the little twerp. Well, I would have grabbed him, gone, no, and tossed him outside. And, thoroughly ignored him in a way that, you do not get any attention. You only get a short, sharp no, and then no attention. So, well, that is well past, and we'll just try and jump on that when that happens to voice our displeasure if it does. But that was just like, my little darling going into delinquent behavior. I cannot. Theo. Yeah. So, other than that, usual kind of day, do stuff before work, go to work, come home from work, and now gonna go read. I'm enjoying the third encrypted book by Shauna McGuire. They are light books, but God love her. I would like having something light to read is good, with a little murder mystery in there too. Some creature or some sentient creature is petrifying people in this world where cryptids are actually a thing and not just myth, fancy people's delusions. It's all real, but which is funny because I'm also listening to a fellow to get a biographer of Peter Matheson, and apparently Peter Matheson was majorly into the Yeti, the Bigfoot, Sasquatch, that sort of thing. He was a cryptozoologist for a bit of his life, or somebody who was really into that stuff in a way that was just going down the rabbit hole. Perhaps going into a more kind of a spiritual thing of it, but also just, spending a large hunk of his life really, really searching. This being, which is interesting because this is not an unaccomplished, unintelligent man, but, intelligence isn't necessarily a proof that you're not going to go into some really odd, weird, bogus areas, I guess, is to put it. All right, I'm going to leave it there. More videos later. We live in an age where a shit ton of the population has gotten sucked into weird thinking. Magic, religion have been disproven by science, but they're still very much alive in our imaginations and our belief systems for many, many people. All right, more videos later.